Hey guys, it's Lori the Frugal Mom. Welcome back to my channel and my kitchen. If you're new here, I do videos on living an abundant life on a low income. I focus on food pantry blessings, frugal cooking, women going through the midlife stuff, you know, that fun stuff, girls, being a mom, and living with chronic illness and how to deal with them, and just maintaining a positive attitude. So I'm going to get started with today's recipe. I'm making dinner, and I'm going to be making something that was popularized in the Great Depression called the poor man's meal. It's very simple, it's very economic. I'm doing it tonight because, well, I forgot to take some meat out of the freezer. And because it's good, it's hearty, and it fills your belly. And I do have a lot of other things to do for housework wise, so I figured this would be a great way to show you guys this very economic meal that almost anyone can make on any budget. Well, not almost. Everybody can pretty much make this. So I'm just using what I have on hand, but there are cheaper hot dogs. So one of the main ingredients of the meal is hot dogs. Any kind that you like. You can get Bar S usually for about $1. So you can get Bar S hot dogs for 99 cents in a few different places. Aldi, sometimes Walmart, but they are available. Also the Dollar Tree, but now they're $1.25. So I happen to have Ballpark Franks that I got on sale. They've been in my freezer, so that's what I'm going to use. And you want to use anywhere from 4 to 6, depending on what you have and how many people you're going to feed. And then you can use 4 potatoes, peeled and cubed, any type that you like. These are russets. You're going to use 1 large onion. I don't have that on my counter, but you guys know what an onion is. Any kind that you got. And about 2 tablespoons of, ta-da, it's upside down because that's how this can opened, tomato paste. And you'll do salt and pepper to your liking. And you're going to do a couple turns of olive oil or canola oil or whatever oil you've got on hand in your skillet. So the first thing I'm going to do is start chopping up my potatoes, and I will be back after that's done. Okay guys, so I decided to use 1 extra potato because, as you guys know, I have a very hungry, growing teenage boy. I wanted to make this a little extra filling. So this is 5 russet potatoes. Like I said, use any that you have. And I have cubed them, and they are going to brown in some olive oil. And I'll show you what they look like when they're ready. In the meantime, I'm going to get some onion into this pot, and I'll be back. So here's our potatoes. They're starting to brown. I've added the 1 large onion, thinly sliced. I'm going to let everything brown up a little bit more and get soft. I just wanted to mention that this recipe came from Miss Clara's Depression Era Recipe. It's a video series made by an elderly woman. She was in her 90s when she made the series, and they were filmed and produced by her grandson. I happened to come across this on my feed on YouTube, and the videos are quite delightful. She has since passed, unfortunately, quite a while ago, but she lives on through her videos. Okay, so the potatoes and the onions are sufficiently browned for now. So I added the hot dogs, and this is 6 hot dogs. I added more because, like I said, hungry teenage boy, and I had them. So now I'm going to add a cup of water. Well, I think I'm going to start out with a little bit less water. I think I'm going to do half a cup of water and 2 tablespoons of some tomato paste. And that's going to create a nice, thick, rich sauce and make it. So I've added the tomato paste and the water, and I let it cook down a little bit. And as you can see, it's bubbling a little bit on low. It's made a nice, creamy little sauce. I added a little bit more salt and pepper, and I decided to make some cornbread. If you have the means, that's a good accompaniment to this. I have it in the oven right now. I'm just going to let this simmer while the cornbread does its thing in the oven. All right, so here is our meal all put together. There's the poor man's meal. I made some cornbread to round it out and some canned green beans. All right, give it a taste, buddy.
A little bit of everything. What you think? Look at his face.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I think it's good.
I mean, it's good.
It's not meant to be gourmet. It's meant to fill bellies.
Yeah.
It's very economical.
You could say that.
Really? But it's good.
Yeah, it's good. I like hot dogs.
Potatoes, onions.
Them glizzies.
So what's your rating?
I guess 7.
Yeah, I would say it's a 7 or an 8. So what do we want everybody to do?
Can I just eat my food?
Want everybody to please like, share, and subscribe and help our community grow. And as always, we are sending love from
New Jersey.
Yep. Oh, and I should mention that the whole meal with the cornbread, he just passed gas. I can't believe he did that in this video. And no, I'm not going to edit it out because that's life with a teenage boy, you guys. Oh my God. Excuse him. Anyway, the whole meal with the cornbread and the canned green beans was $8, and it can serve 4 generously or 6 with still a pretty good portion. Have a great night, guys. We'll talk to you soon.